Tomorrow is your birthday, and you feel absolutely nothing. While your friends treat their birth month like a royal coronation, you are treating the anniversary of your existence like a random Tuesday. You haven't made dinner reservations. You haven't updated your Facebook settings. In fact, if you could fake your own death for 24 hours just to avoid the notifications, you probably would. People call you a Grinch. They say you are boring, or that you have no joy in your life. But they are wrong. You aren't avoiding the party because you hate fun. You are avoiding it because of a sophisticated psychological mechanism running deep in your subconscious. This is not about being humble. It is about control. It is about the zero-bet game. Most people think ignoring your birthday is a sign of depression, but neuroscience suggests it might be the most effective emotional shield you have ever built. Or it might be a sign that you have outgrown the need for external validation entirely. So, why does the happy birthday song make you want to crawl out of your skin? And why is your apathy actually a secret form of anxiety? Welcome to Mindwise Method. Let's look at the brain of the birthday stoic. Let's dissect the first layer of your resistance. We call this the spotlight trap. When you sit in a restaurant and a group of strangers marches toward you clapping their hands, you do not feel loved. You feel cornered. Psychologists often mistake this for social anxiety. But for you, it is actually a crisis of autonomy. On a normal day, you are the pilot of your life. You decide where to go, what to eat, and how to feel. But on your birthday, you become a passenger. People tell you where to sit. They tell you when to blow out candles. They demand you perform a reaction of surprise and gratitude. For a brain that values independence, this forced passivity feels like a threat. You are not shy. You are reacting to a loss of control. You feel like a prop in someone else's play. But there is a darker, deeper layer beneath this need for control. This brings us to type 2, the defensive pessimist. To understand this, we have to travel back in time. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine you are 8 years old. For weeks, you built up a movie in your head. The perfect cake. The specific Lego set. The feeling of magic. Your brain created a massive dopamine spike based purely on anticipation. But then, reality hit. Maybe it rained. Maybe your best friend got sick and canceled. Maybe your parents fought in the kitchen while cutting the cake. The crash you felt in that moment is what neuroscientists call a reward prediction error. Your brain calculated a specific outcome. Reality failed to meet it. The result was a chemical punishment, a drop in dopamine, and a spike in cortisol. It hurts physically. If this happens enough times, your brain learns a brutal lesson. Hope is dangerous. So, you developed a strategy. I call it the zero-bet game. Imagine life is a casino. Most people walk up to the birthday table and bet all their chips on happiness. If the day is great, they win. But if the day is mediocre, they lose everything. You realize that if you never sit at the table, you can never lose. You lower your expectations to the absolute floor. You tell everyone it's just a normal day. You convince yourself you don't care. This is not indifference. This is emotional insurance. By treating the day like a Tuesday, you eliminate the gap between expectation and reality. If nothing good happens, you are right. If something small and good happens, like a free coffee, it is a pleasant surprise. You have hacked the system to ensure you never feel that 8-year-old's heartbreak again. You aren't boring. You are protective. You are guarding a soft spot that was bruised a long time ago. But this safety comes at a high price. By numbing the potential for pain, you also numb the potential for joy. You are safe, but you are also stuck in a gray zone of flat emotions. And this leads us to the most surprising twist of all. Because sometimes, ignoring your birthday isn't about fear. It's about death. Now, we need to turn the lights down and look at something darker. We have talked about control. We have talked about disappointment. But there is one massive elephant in the room that no one likes to acknowledge. Birthdays are mortality counters. Every cake, every candle, and every happy birthday song is a subtle, socially acceptable reminder that you are 1 year closer to the end. Psychologists call this terror management theory. This theory suggests that human beings have a deeply rooted, subconscious terror of death. We build culture, art, and parties to distract ourselves from it. For most people, the coping mechanism is celebration. They think, I am alive. Let's party. They drown out the ticking of the clock with loud music and friends. But for you, you cope through avoidance. You are not being chill. Your brain is simply sensitive to the existential weight of the day. By treating it like a normal Tuesday, you strip the day of its power. You refuse to look at the clock. It is a soothing mechanism. If it's just a normal day, then you aren't aging. You are just existing. But here is the twist. This is where we flip the script completely. What if your behavior isn't about fear at all? What if it is actually a superpower? Let's look at type 3, the autonomous stoic. In psychology, we talk about locus of control. People with an external locus of control need the world to tell them they are special. They need the likes, the gifts, and the attention to fill their cup. Their self-worth is a bucket with a hole in it, and the birthday is the one day a year they try to fill it up. You might be the opposite. You have an internal locus of control. You don't need a designated calendar date to tell you that you matter. You don't need a frantic 24-hour period of worship to feel validated. This isn't a defect. It is a high level of psychological maturity. It is what we call secure self-worth. Think about it. A person who is truly secure in their relationship doesn't need to post about it every single day to prove it's real. In the same way, a person who is truly secure in their existence doesn't need a fanfare to prove they are alive. You have moved beyond the performance of happiness. You value authenticity over ceremony. While everyone else is stressed about planning the perfect party, worrying about who will show up, and seeking validation from their Instagram stories, you are sitting quietly, drinking your coffee, completely at peace with your own company. That is not being a Grinch. That is freedom. You have realized that you are the main character of your life 365 days a year. You don't need a special episode to boost ratings. However, there is a fine line between stoic independence and lonely isolation, and we need to make sure you are on the right side of that line. So, where do we go from here? If you are treating your birthday like a normal day because you are genuinely content, then congratulations. You have achieved a level of inner peace most people spend a lifetime chasing. Keep doing you. But if you are doing it because of that emotional insurance policy, because you are secretly afraid that no one cares, or that you will be let down, then I have a small challenge for you. You don't need to throw a massive party. You don't need to invite 50 people. The solution is to reclaim the day on your own terms. Shift from passive avoidance to active ritual. This year, do one thing that is purely for you. Not for Instagram, not for your family. Just for you. Maybe it is buying that expensive coffee you usually skip. Maybe it is taking a walk in a park you love. Maybe it is turning off your phone and reading a book for 3 hours guilt-free. When you do this, you are teaching your brain a new lesson. You are rewriting the code that says expectation equals pain. You are proving to that 8-year-old kid inside you that you are capable of meeting your own needs, even if no one else does. You are moving from the zero-bet game to a safe bet. You are betting on yourself. Remember, your birthday is just a day, but you are not just a person. You are a complex, resilient, and evolving consciousness. Whether you celebrate with a bang or with silence, the value of your existence remains unchanged. You are not broken because you hate balloons. You are simply protecting your peace. And in a noisy world, that might be the best gift you can give yourself. This is Mindwise Method. If this video resonated with you, you're not alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the behaviors we all share but rarely understand. See you in the next one.